center, 7 foot, number 21,
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And in just a moment, we'll hear from our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Pritchard and White are their guards. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Minot in at the four-man position. And for the 76ers, in the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. George is out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Embiid in at the center position. As we enter tonight's game, there is a clear favorite, RJ, in this one.
That's true. I can tell you something else. Underdogs do win, and they do hear all the noise, so let's let this game be decided on the court.
Now, here is George. Pass to Embiid. The Celtics have been a title contender for years now. So, RJ, what do you attribute that to?
Well, their talent level has been off the charts. But something else you can point to is their defense. The Celtics have been an elite defensive team for over a decade.
And the first one drops. And the plan going into last season for the Sixers, Richard, was win now around their veterans. But now they have some great younger talent, too.
And with the health of Embiid and Paul George, a change to the younger players is not a bad idea, but it's still a tough decision.
And Embiid drops them both.
Well, when you send them to the line, you know what the outcome is likely to be.
Outside, White. Pass to Cada. Embiid with the steal. To the middle. Here's Oubre. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Brown outside. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Pass to Cada. Nice ball movement by Boston. Just 5 on the clock. There's a good screen. And the rejection by Embiid.
Yeah, defensively, Embiid can take over a game with his reach. Big block from him there.
Here's Philadelphia. Outside, Maxey. Off target with his three. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. 4-point game. Outside, White. Pass to Minot. Now here's Brown. Over George. And it's Brown missing.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
On top, Maxey. He's covered by Pritchard. Count it.
So tenacious. Maxey finds a way through.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. To the inside. Here's Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here's Oubre. George sets a screen for Oubre. Outside, George. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Pritchard passes to Brown. Here's Minot. It's tipped, and he gets it back. Tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. We briefly talked about Jaylen Brown and what kind of defensive mindset you have to have against him, and we said we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can. Sounds like it'll be an all-out effort against Brown here in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
And Allie, thanks so much.
And what a find by Brown, demonstrating a willingness to create for teammates.
Maxey against Pritchard. Embiid, the pass to Oubre. Einat pulls it in. Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Queta. Here's Pritchard. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
And here's Embiid. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Maxey against Pritchard. And the shot goes down.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Pass to Edgecombe. Now Embiid from outside the arc. And Pritchard pulls it down. Here's Minot. Covered by Oubre. Minot, good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
The 76ers trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. The 76ers again can't hit it. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Here's Maxey. 5 points in the game. Pass to Edgecombe. Now here's Embiid. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Here's Minot. It's White on the wing. Nothing on the board. Brown inside, defended by George. Paul George with the steal. Now here's Oubre. D right on him. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Outside, White. George against Brown. Lets it go from deep. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's Maxey. Makes it off the glass. Now just a 2-point Celtic lead.
Nice work on the interior. Maxey looks so composed amongst those trees.
Outside, White. Pritchard against Maxey. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got 9.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And that one's good. Maxey.
The pure shooting stroke of Maxey, gifted at draining it from outside the arc.
Pass to Minot. White with it. No scoring in this one. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Edgecombe. Light covering. And here's Maxey outside. And Embiid kicks to Maxey. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Watch out when Maxey finds his groove like this. He'll just keep coming at you and at you.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And the 76ers with a completely new group now.
Here's for you. Substitution on the court.
Pass to Hauser. A 3-ball. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Now Grimes. Now here is Lowry. Down low. Here's Watford. Clock at 4. It's good from long range. And the 76ers lead by 2.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
So, Richard, from title contender to in the lottery, what went wrong for the Sixers last year?
Well, we could start at the top. Joel Embiid's health. He only played in 19 games. Then their young superstar Tyrese Maxey, he missed 30 games. And Paul George, he hyperextended his knee in the preseason and never looked comfortable all year. It was a nightmare year in Philly.
Now, here's Lowry. Still yet to score. And it's off from three-point range. Boston is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Boucher with a screen on Lowry. From 11 feet away, Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got the game tied up here for the Celtics. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for the 76ers. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JB always starts the game really aggressive. aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Back to you guys.
A dangerous duo for sure. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's Pritchard after the made shot from Andre Drummond. And Peyton Pritchard, good for three. Pritchard's got 14 points for the game.
If you give him that kind of separation, oh, he's going to take full advantage.
Gordon kicks to Lowry. Drummond sets the screen for Lowry to the paint. And Drummond throws it down.
Crafty with the ball. Lowry calls for the pick and roll to open something up for his team.
Austin's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Tries the spin move. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Celtics lead by 2. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Here's Drummond. Pass to Lowry. Here's Grimes. Drummond with a screen on Simon. Drummond, and Drummond is right there. He has 6.
And that's 280 pounds crashing the glass. Drummond bullying his way there on that second chance bucket.
Pritchard up top, covered by Watford. Boucher sets a screen for Pritchard. From downtown, Boucher's shot is off. Here's Grimes, covered by Simon. They get the rebound. Grimes passes to Watford. To the right side. Drummond sets the screen for Lowry. And it's Drummond with the jam.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for Philadelphia. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Philadelphia.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And they've also been feeling it from beyond the arc. Good start for them so far.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. White is out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Chris Boucher. Then there's Sam Hauser. And it's Tillman in at the power forward position. Inside, Gordon. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Simons against Maxey. There's a screen. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Now, here's Maxey. Kicks it out to Gordon. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. So you think about game preparation for an opponent. Richard, how different is that in the regular season versus the playoffs?
Oh, there's a significant difference. Not as much time in the regular season. You could be coming off 4 games in 5 nights. But in the playoffs, there is so much detail position by position.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Celtics trail by 5. To the middle. Here's Boucher. And it's Bona with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Back to Maxey. Here's Grimes, covered by Simons. 6 to shoot. Pass to Maxey. From past the arc. And Boston with the rebound. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Here's Boucher. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Boucher's got his first basket.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Maxey passes to Gordon. Picked him clean. White looking around. Poked away. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And Simons has got the ball here for Boston. Trailing by 5. Pass to Tillman. Out to White. Fires the 3. The rebound by Watford.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Here's Bona. Yep, that one goes. And now a 7-point 76ers lead. Pass to Hauser. Here's the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. Knocks down the 3-ball. Gordon's got 6 points in the quarter.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Philadelphia making a change here. Embiid's checked in. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. Richard comes in for Anthony Simons. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Hauser. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Embiid with the screen on Pritchard. Embiid drives in. And Embiid throws it down.
Just come on. Like, how do you stop Embiid? Just using that bounce right there. Just unreal.
On the wing, Brown. On the clock. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Philadelphia leading by 10. Outside, Maxey. Tries it from the top of the key. And it's Derek White with the rebound. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Boucher with a screen on Maxey. Here's White. Embiid with it. Picked up by Brown. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Pass to Embiid. And here's Maxey outside. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Now that's confidence right there. This is when you know Maxey is feeling it.
Maxey against Pritchard. And here's Brown outside. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Maxey passes to Grimes. Back to Maxey. Clock at 6. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And it's Gordon missing. Celtics trail by 13. Here's Brown. Brown gets it done inside.
Night in, night out, Brown just makes plays.
Here's him. My goodness. Joel Embiid. Spectacular.
Wow, the process. Come on, I want to see that again.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Some changes for Philadelphia. Paul George is checked in for Trendon Watford. And Oubre subbed in for Gordon. Celtics making a switch here. Celtics trail by 13. Outside, White. Pass to Minot. Pritchard against Maxey. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Now Embiid. Six on the shot clock. Elbow shot. And Boston with the rebound. Here's Pritchard. 14 points for him. Pass to Brown. And it's sent back by George.
Well, how about the D there from George? One of the premier two-way players in our league.
Chalk up 2 there.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
For the 3. Boston again missing.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
George. And it's blocked. Outside, White. Brown outside. White setting the pick for Brown. Shoots over Oubre. Happy to see that one going after missing 6 of his 9 shots today.
Got to be cognizant of where Brown is at all times because this man will torch you.
Grimes passes to Oubre. And here's Maxey outside. Minot pulls it in. Minot's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Minot's got 8 points.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. He's checked in for the 76ers. Boston also with the sub. Simons is checked in. Boston on D. Outside, George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Embiid. And Pritchard pulls it down. Pritchard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Simons surveying the D. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Embiid powers it down.
Defense looks helpless against Embiid on that slam. He's just too physical.
Brown against Oubre. Outside, Simons. Back to Brown. Over Oubre. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Brown.
The mid-range is not an issue for Brown. It is just another weapon in his arsenal now. I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
In general, RJ, how would you describe Kelly Oubre's value to a franchise?
We know what Oubre provides a team. He's a versatile player who adds length. When he's aggressive on the offensive end, his slashing and movement can cause problems.
Here's Simons, and he banks in the layup. Simons has got 5.
Yeah, and while he's not the biggest guy in the world, Simons will back and make some tough shots like that one.
George with the bucket.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just spanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Pritchard. 14 points for him. Brown against Oubre. Tries it from 19. And it's Brown missing. The 76ers leading by 12. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
And holding nothing back there. George gives the dunk his all.
Now here's Simon. He's guarded by Grimes. Philadelphia's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Minot, good. Minot's got 6 here in this quarter.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Edgecombe with it. Still without a basket. Grimes passes to Oubre. Here's Embiid, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. For Philadelphia, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And Embiid drops them both.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Joel, some fireworks early. What's going to be critical to keeping it rolling?
Just keep moving the ball, get stops, and I think the kids just moving the ball, playing together. We've been doing that, and we got some hot guys, and we got to keep fitting them.
Ball movement is key, guys.
Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Tyrese Maxey in this one, guys. He has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through two quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Celtics. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Kelly Oubre out there with George. And it's Embiid in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now, here's George. Pass to Embiid. Here's Edgecombe. And a miss there on the triple. Pritchard against Maxey. White. No good on the three.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Maxey finds George. In the corner, it's Oubre. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Jaylen Brown.
The reach of Embiid with his size and wingspan, he's a real threat on the offensive glass.
First team foul. At the line for Philadelphia, Joel Embiid. One shot.
Celtics trail by 17. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Wide, a screen on Maxey. Three-pointer, Pritchard. He misses his third shot of the game. He has made 6 of his 9. Pass to Edgecombe. Back to Maxey. And the 76ers get it back. Embiid, no good. The Celtics have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Minot, good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Maxey, no good. Boston's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Pass to Minot. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. That one misses. He has made 7 of his 9 field goal attempts. Embiid with the screen on Pritchard. Another miss by Maxey.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
To the paint. Here's Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy is determined to finish.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Minot. Back to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. And here is Brown. From deep. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game. Outside, George. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. George has got 8.
And you love the way that PG can get you a bucket on and off the ball. That versatility speaks volumes.
Richard with the ball. He's covered by Maxey. Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Just 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to White. Brown outside. Here's Minot. A 3. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allie.
Hey, guys. Joel Embiid over the years has had some tough luck with injuries. He said, I've broken my face twice. I came back early with the risk of losing my vision, broken fingers. I still came back. I wish I was as lucky as others, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to do whatever it takes to be out there. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Pritchard. Some solid defense from Maxey.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
The 76ers, another 3.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Now here's White. Brown outside. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
A bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
The offensive rebound. It's good. George has got 10.
Great anticipation from George there. Plus the long body, the quickness. Nice play.
Pritchard passes to Queta. And here's Brown. And here's White. Launches it. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. When you think about Derek White, here's a guy, RJ, who's really grown as a player in all ways.
Yeah, Derek makes smart plays. He's had that experience to see what works and what doesn't. And most often, he makes the necessary plays to put his team in a winning situation.
And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Boston Celtics. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Philadelphia on D. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. White setting the pick for Pritchard. Shot clock at 5. Boston again missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 18. Stolen. Down low. Here's White. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Just out for a 3-point play. PJ Edgecombe picks one up. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 15-5 run here. Grimes passes to Embiid. Now Grimes. Embiid finds Maxey. That's good, and that's Embiid with the assist. Maxey's got 6 points in the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
The Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in.
Sam Hauser.
Outside, White. 5 to shoot. Pass to Brown. From the arc. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Here's Philadelphia. They're on an 18-5 run here. Rebound, Boston. Now Pritchard. 14 points for him.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Now, here's Maxey. 21 points in the game. And the shot goes in from Embiid.
The footwork, the patience, watching Embiid go to work inside is just a treat.
Boston shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. To the inside. That's tipped, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Trendon Watford's checked in for the 76ers. Gordon comes in for Kelly Oubre. Chris Boucher's checked in for the Celtics. Here's Hauser. In the corner, it's Boucher. Boston, no good that time either. The 76ers have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Shot by Grimes, no good. Pritchard with the ball. Pass to Hauser. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 6 assists in the game.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Now, here's Maxey. Watford passes to Maxey. Gordon with the screen for Maxey. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Inside. Over to the left wing. White, a screen on Maxey. It's White on the wing. That 3 off the mark.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Grimes. And the 76ers with some changes. Bonus checked in, and Kyle Lowry subbed in for Maxey. And the Celtics making a change here. Both shots good from the stripe. The Celtics shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Pass to Tillman. Outside, Simons. Clock at 6. Over Lowry. Off the left rim and out. Simons has gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field. Now Gordon. Pulls up. Here's Bona. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Here's Shireman. Still scoreless. To the paint. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Oh, big finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Outside Gordon. And Lowry has it in the corner. Pass to Bona. Over Boucher. Tillman grabs the miss. Here's Hauser, defended by Gordon. Here's Shireman. Here's Tillman. Outside, Simons. The three-pointer is right on target. Simons has got 8.
And you got to get out on that if you're the defense. Simons, too big a threat from deep.
Here's Gordon. Outside Lowry. Gets a very good look and converts.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And here is Simons. Three-pointer. Good on the triple. He's got 11.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Celtics, we've got Anthony Simons. He's out there with White. Sam Hauser is out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Tillman in at the 4.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Now, here's Simons.
Right there, Simons goes to work on the interior. He plays with no fear.
First team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Anthony Simons. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good.
And on the court, Simons is like a lightning bolt of energy. He hustles hard and just puts in the sweat to outwork the other team.
He doesn't get the second one. The 76ers leading by 23. Out left to the wing. And it's Gordon penetrating. Lays it up off the glass. 10 points for Eric Gordon.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And White kicks to Simons. Drains the three-pointer.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Hauser with the ball. Defended by Gordon. Pass to White. Here's Tillman. Here's Hauser. Off target from outside. The 76ers are gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter start. Grimes finds Maxey. Launches a 3. Tillman grabs the miss. Tillman's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to White. Now, here's Simons. Down low, here's Boucher, and the dunk by Boucher.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Maxey against Simons. Maxey looking it over. With the floater. Simons with the defensive effort. Celtics trail by 20. Over to the wing. Puts up a three. Hits the three-point bomb.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope. When just a little while ago, it looked like hope was lost.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Edwards comes in for Eric Gordon. Then for the Celtics, Williams, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. And it's Brown in for Tillman. Now here's Edwards. Pass to Grimes. Trying to end the drought. It's hauled in by Brown. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. Now here's Simons. He's covered by Maxey. Back to Brown. The tray. The shot off that time. Good D by Embiid. Grimes passes to Maxey. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. The three. Grimes with the bucket. And the 76ers lead by 20.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Got to at least show a little heart out here.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. He gets it in there.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Now here's Simon. Over Maxey. Boston again missing. The 76ers leading by 22. Over in the corner, Edwards. Maxey against Simon. Maxey passes to Embiid. Excellent D there from Williams. Boston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. White, good.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Maxey passes to Watford. It's Grimes on the wing. Maxey with the screen on White. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Grimes has got 6 here in this quarter.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
76ers foul. Joel Embiid. First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Boston, Williams. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And the 76ers with some changes. George comes in for Trendon Watford. And Oubre subbed in for Edwards. The Celtics also changing it up. Kate is checked in. And it's Pritchard in for Anfernee Simons. So he gets them both. Here's Maxey. Embiid with the screen on Pritchard. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
You got to blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Sam Hauser's checked in for Williams. Now here's Brown. Drops in the tray.
You know this is coming with Brown. He is a ruthless sniper outside.
Pass to Grimes. Back to Maxey. And Pritchard pulls it down. Pritchard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Oubre against White. Here's Hauser. No good from outside. The 76ers leading by 18. In the corner, it's Oubre. And the 3-ball is good.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Pritchard passes to Queta. Outside, White. Shot clock at 5. Brown outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. And here's Maxey outside. Sinks the triple. Maxey's got 24 points.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Oubre against Brown. To the middle. Embiid with the steal. Here's George. Finished off the break.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Brown. Looking to end the run. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 16th rebound on the night. Now Maxey. Outside, George. To the paint. And it's blocked. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Edgecombe, he's checked in for Quentin Grimes. Boston also with the sub. Minod's checked in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 76ers with another miss. The Celtics have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. White the pass to Pritchard. White setting the big for Pritchard. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Now here's Embiid. Guarded closely. Inside. Here's Edgecombe. No good on the shot. White with the defensive effort. The Celtics have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Here's Maxey. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Out to the wing. Here's Watford. That falls. Nice speed that time from Kyle Lowry.
Most of the time, if you give him that much room, oh, yeah, that's going to be the result.
Celtics shooting at a 46% clip in the fourth quarter. White, bounce pass. Here's Minot. Covered by Watford. Grimes passes to Lowry. Back to Grimes. Pass to Bona. 6 to shoot. Here's Grimes. No good with the triple.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
White a screen on Lowry. And here's White. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Now, here's Lowry. There's the pick. Releases. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
and you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Here's Cada. That's a 2 from Pritchard. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Philadelphia.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Joel Embiid.
And I love his tenacity at the defensive end on the floor. Very disruptive all game long.
Lowry with the ball. Pass to Grimes. They set the pick. Lets the 3 fly. To the left wing. Here's Watford. Moves back up. He takes it up and lays it in.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Here's Lowry. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Paul, what a great team effort defensively. What were the points of emphasis?
You know, we do a great job of helping one another and being in gaps. And, you know, if we're going to get beat, it's going to have to be, you know, beaten by contested shots and the ball being swung. You know, so that's what we had to do. We had to sit down, guard guys, and, you know, make them play on the offensive end as a team.
Defense certainly has to be a full team effort, and it paid off tonight. Thanks, Paul.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching.